Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining today's webinar, Empowering the Modern Workforce with Agentic AI for HR. I'll now walk us through the agenda for today's webinar. We'll begin with introductions. We'll then go into the current HR landscape, how Aisera AI agents are transforming HR operations, and then we'll end with a Q&A portion. Aisera enables businesses to deliver transformative work experiences, enhance productivity, and reduce business-wide operational costs through its industry-leading agentic AI platform. Founded in 2017, Aisera is backed by top-tier investors including Menlo Ventures, True Ventures, Norwest, Goldman Sachs, Thoma Bravo, Cisco Ventures, and Workday Ventures. Aisera's products and solutions are in production and delivering value at some of the world's most prominent brands and Fortune 500 enterprises, including Adobe, Gap, Aramark, Boeing, just to name a few. Aisera is headquartered in Palo Alto, California, with the global workforce spanning USA, Greece, India, Canada, UK, and France. I'd now like to introduce the speaker for today's webinar.
Thanks for the intro, Anisha. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining today's webinar. My name is Frances Grimaldo, and I'm a Senior Product Marketing Manager here at Aisera. Today, I'm excited to dive into how AI agents are transforming HR and some strategies you can use to implement them successfully at your organization. To start off, there's no doubt that the modern workplace has changed significantly. Today's HR teams face a complex environment, managing more than just on-site employees, but now hybrid teams that are distributed across many different working locations. HR policies are evolving with these new workplace norms and new regulations, and there are new applications and systems that employees have to navigate just to get their work done. Employee expectations are also changing, and they expect instant answers and fast resolutions. But giving incorrect information for topics like benefits, compliance, and payroll can have serious consequences. This ends up creating a situation where your HR reps are pulled into nearly every case, no matter how simple or complex it might be. On top of that, there's a problem of budgets. HR budgets can be quite limited, and there's a pressure to do more with less. This can make it difficult to scale and effectively execute, and each new tool that's added to the HR tech stack needs to be impactful and show ROI quickly. For many different groups that have a stake in HR, they all have diverse needs. For example, HR leaders and business partners will be more focused on analytics and real-time insights. These folks will benefit from a streamlined dashboard that can answer their questions. Things like how long it might take to onboard a new employee, what the month-over-month growth is, turnover rate, time to hire, spend per hire, and more. For HR managers or specialized teams like payroll, talent acquisition, or learning, their focus is more on optimizing manual processes, like answering questions that can be found in the employee handbook. In a similar way, employees are looking for that enhanced efficiency. They need a one-stop shop that provides instant support for all of their HR needs. And delivering on these needs can be difficult given the complexity of the HR tech stack. When you look at these processes, you see that you have these complex multi-step workflows that are scattered across numerous systems. Your HRIS, your ATS, your benefits portals, learning platforms, and more. Some of these systems might integrate with each other. Others might not, which creates this fragmented experience that's difficult for all of your employees and your HR team to navigate. All of these factors come together to create the perfect storm. You have employees who are frustrated by long wait times and few options to resolve the problem on their own. And your HR reps are overwhelmed with high case volumes and are oftentimes the same requests again and again. Meanwhile, HR leaders aren't able to get the insights they need into workforce metrics as easily as they'd like to, which can slow down your strategic HR initiatives. AI agents have emerged as the solution that transforms people operations, and it shifts the way that we get work done. At a high level, AI agents are intelligent assistants that understand your employees' needs. They access information across all of your apps and databases and complete tasks just like a human agent would. Instead of having your teams navigate these systems and processes, the AI agent can take care of it on their own, with minimal assistance. AI agents serve as a unifying layer above all of your processes, creating a seamless experience for your employees and your HR team. What sets it apart from traditional automation is that it combines knowledge with actions. It can understand the conversation that the employee is having, as well as any HR specific terms. It can clarify any ambiguous questions and execute complex workflows just like a seasoned HR professional would. Implementing AI agents into your HR support model causes a positive effect as a whole. When your employees get instant support, you'll see that case volumes will drop. They'll only need to get in touch with the HR representative for those more complex use cases that require human expertise. Most of all, AI agents like Aisera's help you deliver HR support at scale. It grows with your business without having to add additional headcount, which can be especially important for HR teams with limited budgets. And it does this all while protecting your sensitive user data and ensuring compliance with regulations. When you look at the impact of this technology, you'll see that it goes deeper than just gains in productivity and efficiency. By offloading these repetitive tasks to AI, you can do what matters most, putting people back at the center of HR. With AI agents, your HR team is going to spend less time on the paperwork and more time on what matters, making meaningful connections, developing talent, and building a great workplace culture. Now, the key to driving success in your organization with AI agents is to target high volume, time consuming tasks that might have relatively straightforward solutions, such as answering policy questions. Day in, day out, your HR teams answer countless questions that can just be found in the employee handbook. With an AI agent, you can turn your employee handbook into more than just a document. It becomes an interactive conversational experience with the AI agent's help. All your employees have to do is just ask, and they can get accurate and personalized support for questions like HR policies, paycheck calculations, benefits and tax withholdings. And this relieves the burden on your HR team while ensuring that your employees are getting the support that they need when they need it. When it comes to compliance, AI agents save time by automating the documentation process, which can help you prepare for any upcoming audits. In terms of recruitment and onboarding, our AI agents streamline the candidate review process by automatically generating summaries of candidates, and this can make it easier to review resumes. We also streamline the onboarding process, which can make it easier for a new employee to get started with the company. Finally, there's employee communications, where AI agents can automate surveys and deliver proactive notifications about upcoming deadlines such as open enrollment. Our AI agents are able to tackle all of these different use cases with our robust integration system. Aisera integrates seamlessly with your HR tech stack: Workday, ADP, SAP SuccessFactors, Greenhouse, and more. Our AI agents leverage these connections to access information like employee profile data and take actions within these systems. We plug into your existing systems rather than replacing them, which allows us to deploy agentic AI in your organization quickly, all without disrupting the workflows that you might have already created. And your teams can interact with AI agents in the channels that they work on day to day: Microsoft Teams, Slack, and more. This allows them to resolve their questions without having to go through various knowledge articles and different portals. All they have to do is ask and watch the AI agents do the work. And so, with the AI agent's ability to orchestrate tasks and its ability to integrate with your tech stack, it can drive impact at every level of your organization. For employees, you can give them immediate clarity on topics such as 401ks, visas, or taking time off, which reduces the time that they spend searching for information or waiting for responses from the team. This also allows your HR representatives to handle more requests without sacrificing support quality. For HR reps, it can reduce the cognitive load from these repetitive administrative tasks. The AI agent can also streamline decision making by providing these helpful insights by analyzing things like employee feedback. For managers and directors, AI agents for HR can optimize talent management. It can automate job description creation, market research on salaries, and also support critical decision making by offering recommendations to drive retention. In a similar way, AI agents can help VPs and CHROs with real-time visibility into workforce metrics. It can enable them to make these precise data-driven decisions that can help drive their organization forward. Let's look at an example of how a new approach with AI agents compares to existing processes. Here we have an employee, Mike, who wants to get paternity leave, but he doesn't know how to get started. In the traditional scenario, HR will send him the policy, which he unfortunately misinterprets. The request is filed correctly eventually, but only after this tedious back and forth. Aisera's AI agent helps Mike file his request correctly the first time, immediately giving him the information he needs about his paid family leave eligibility. It also gives him his leave balance and helps him file the request without needing the HR rep to step in. In this example, you can see how the AI agent is able to elevate his experience during this important life transition. It streamlines the process for him and helps him file his leave request without this additional back and forth, so he can focus his attention back on his new addition to the family. These AI agents also drive impact across different workforce segments, assisting not just full-time employees, but also part-time staff and contractors as well. You can provide streamlined onboarding, and you can help them receive guidance on policies and manage their schedules and contracts seamlessly. Our AI agents also simplify the experience for frontline workers. Frontline workers might not have access to a computer at all times, so mobile-first interactions will be prioritized, and we deliver automated alerts for things like shift changes and schedule changes. As you can see, Aisera's AI agents help you deliver a great HR experience for everyone in your organization, no matter what function or segment they might be in. And going one step further, our agentic AI approach goes beyond just HR. Our AI agents can handle requests across IT, finance, facilities, and more, all within the same breath. This is especially powerful because most of the time, HR processes don't just affect HR, but also affect other departments. For example, when you're a new employee starting out at a company, you need to fill out paperwork with HR, request login access from IT, get a badge from your facilities folks, and fill out tax paperwork with the finance team. Instead of having to navigate 4 different systems, our AI agents can coordinate across these domains to create a singular, smooth experience. When you look at how AI agents deliver ROI for HR, there are 3 key benefits that really stand out. By implementing an AI agent, you do more than just automate processes. You fundamentally transform how the employee experience works. By providing instant and consistently excellent HR support across any channel, you make the experience of getting HR help much easier and more accessible for your employees. And with AI agents, you can also scale your HR support without adding headcount. This is important because as your organization grows, you can handle more requests without proportionally increasing your costs. Whether you're a startup or a large enterprise, this is a huge benefit. You can also gain key insights from the AI. It not only allows you to see process bottlenecks, but it gives you actionable recommendations that can help shape your HR strategy. Think of it like having an intelligent assistant available 24/7, one who can analyze your entire HR ecosystem and give you recommendations for improvement. Our AI agents are already delivering real-world impact for Fortune 500 companies. We've helped them achieve HR transformation by automating, on average, 75% of HR requests, helping them achieve millions in cost savings and improving the employee productivity at their organization, as well as the overall employee experience. And the work that we've done with Workday shows that agentic AI can be used to solve HR challenges at scale. Workday has a global workforce of over 18,000 employees, and this large employee base means that they have to deal with an increased amount of employee requests, which of course leads to long wait times. A lot of this case volume was being handled manually, which not only increased the possibility of errors, but overburdened their agents. They also had difficulty in maintaining consistent information across all of their different HR touchpoints. And so, Workday used our AI agents for their HR to automate high volume tasks. things like PTO management, new benefits enrollment, and payroll questions. Our AI agents help Workday's employees with accurate real-time responses for policy questions and procedures. Ultimately, we helped Workday save over $2 million in costs, all while improving their employee experience and boosting satisfaction. With our AI agents, Workday did more than just solve a problem. They set a new standard for what modern HR support should look like. In addition to delivering real-world success, our AI agents are backed by validation from 3 major analysts. We've been recognized as a leader in the Gartner Magic Quadrant for AI applications in ITSM. We've also been included in the Forrester Wave and also featured in the IDC MarketScape report for generative AI. These recognitions demonstrate our commitment to enterprise-grade AI that not only delivers measurable ROI, but also maintains the highest standards of security, compliance, and reliability. And that brings us to the end of today's session. Looking at the big picture, the rise of AI agents represents an opportunity to fundamentally transform HR. These agents take over the tedious, repetitive tasks so you can get back to what matters most, empowering your people and creating a great workplace. Thanks for your time today. I'll hand it over now to Anisha to wrap things up.
Thank you, Francis. We'll now address a couple of questions that we got through the chat. The first one is, what is the biggest challenge when implementing agentic AI?
I'd say that especially for HR, there's a strong need to prioritize trust, user privacy, and ethics. Given that these AI agents are going to be dealing with very sensitive user information, there's a strong need for a good governance framework. And you need to make sure that the AI agents are keeping user data safe, as well as staying unbiased and employing responsible AI practices. There should be clear explainability as well of the AI's actions. It shouldn't be a black box system, and it should give you oversight so that you can ensure that the outcomes are fair and ethical, especially for HR. We actually put this into practice with our TRAPS framework, where we make sure that our AI is trusted, responsible, auditable, private, and secure. We also use data anonymization techniques, and most importantly, we don't use your data to train our model. We're also compliant with industry regulations such as SOC 2, GDPR, CCPA, and more.
Okay, next question. What are some business systems and applications that Aisera can integrate with?
Yeah, so we integrate with a wide variety of HR systems, like we said, like Workday, ADP, Kronos, Bamboo HR, Rippling, and more. We also integrate with the channels that your employees are using day to day, like Teams, Slack, WebEx, and more, to help you deliver HR support exactly in the channels that they're using. We also integrate via web chat so that we could plug and do an internal support site if you have one set up.
Okay, last question. In your opinion, do you think that agentic AI is going to eventually replace humans, especially in HR?
So, in my opinion, AI agents are extremely useful, but ultimately they can't replicate that human touch that's essential for things like fostering company culture or making connections with your employees. What I see instead is a future where we have AI agents and humans working collaboratively to improve HR across the board. The AI agent is going to augment that HR rep's capabilities by taking on those repetitive, mundane tasks, where the HR rep is spending a ton of time. So that the HR rep can instead focus on the tasks that require a more human touch.
Thank you, Francis, for your time today and your very insightful discussion. And thank you, everyone, for joining today's webinar. This webinar will be available on demand shortly. Thanks.